If you're into Game Boy, there's a good chance you'll like my new Neo Geo Pocket Color series too. Every Thursday, I'm reviewing a new Neo Geo game. Just join the PO3 Patreon or become a channel member here on YouTube. As a kid in the early 90s, it was impossible to escape the "Go Green" message. From Captain Planet and the Planeteers to the animals of Farthing Wood, it was everywhere. It's a wonder why it took a further 2+ decades for us to finally start listening. There was also a little-known Namco RPG exclusive to the Game Boy, whose story follows these sorts of lines. Great greed whisks you to a world racked in turmoil. Biohazard Harry is polluting the Green Kingdom, not the gastropub chain, and it's up to you, Sierra Sam, to stop him. The storyline is quite original for the time, and you might think at first that the game gets all preachy about the environment or something, but it doesn't really. The theme of bad guys exploiting the world's resources and good guys trying to stop them is prevalent throughout, but it doesn't feel like some unhinged Al Gore special or anything like that. It just feels like an RPG adventure. Visually, it's your standard fare. Backgrounds are unremarkable, to say the least. Rubber-stamped arrangements of trees, deserts, towns, and so on. Every house you walk in is identical inside, as are the inns and shops. In battle, there's no scenery to be had at all, but it has to be said that there are a lot of different enemies, with no real sprite copying. There's little cliché about the enemy designs at all. They're so off the wall as to surpass unusual and dive headlong into bizarre. You'll be fighting mutant foodstuffs such as potatoes with massive heads growing out of them, some jelly cubes with tendrils and eyes, a creme caramel. Seriously, that's what it is. Just a massive plate of dessert that has for some reason decided it wants to kill you. It's even called Puddin' Head. Completely balmy, to say the least, but I'm all about it. The food theme runs throughout as well. You'll be visiting the lands of chow mein and sushi, the settlements of Tuna and Teapot Village, and meeting eccentric NPCs such as Lollipop and Cabbage Head. I don't know why, I really don't, but let's just roll with it, shall we? Dialogue is a little stunted in places, but very well translated, and the storyline itself comes across clearly. It's usually not confusing where the next port of call is. The overworld is rather linear anyway. There are 7 countries that you visit in order, and once making the journey to the next one, the way back is sealed off to you, creating a definite level system, with the challenge increasing in each one. Usually in each place you get given a task of some sort by a put-upon character or two who's being victimized by a no-gooder. You'll have to find a way to stop them, ultimately ending in a boss fight. There'll be a lot of random encounters in the overworld. I mean, a lot. Fortunately, the combat system is very streamlined. It occurs in real time, but is still turn-based after a fashion. It's this you hit me and I'll hit you back kind of deal. What's so speedy about it is that there's very little menuing that you need to do. To attack the enemy, it's only ever 1 versus 1 that I've ever seen. You just press A. Your character will take his best swing at the monster and will be almost simultaneously attacked back. Pressing B attempts to dodge an enemy's attack. They'll still try to hit you, and if your evasion is successful, they sometimes fall over and are more vulnerable for the next turn. The D-pad is also used in battle. You have to assign spells or scrolls to each of the 4 directions. Put a heal spell on the down arrow and offensive spells on the other 3. So if you're close to death, all you have to do is press down once and your character will heal up. If you assign a freeze spell to, say, the up direction, all you have to do to cast it, provided you have enough MP, is press up. Select does nothing as far as I can tell, but Start in battle attempts to flee, which doesn't work very often regardless of level. The battle sequence is simple, sure, but it's quick, which is the key point here. Yes, there are lots of battles to fight, but it's not nearly as annoying as in some RPGs. Enemy damage is shown on the left-hand side of the screen, your own on the right, and these pop up at the same time. Like I say, you don't have to select attack or anything like that, just press A. This can lead to unexpected deaths, of course, as it's tempting when you're mindlessly XP grinding to mash A until the battle's over. You can easily fail to notice your own HP going down. Don't be tempted to rush, but after every input, take stock of the status of your health and MP, especially in boss fights where you'll have to heal often. Occasionally you'll be accompanied by someone, they'll trail behind you but won't fight as such. In battles, they may randomly do certain things. Cheer for you, which increases your strength, help you, which raises your defense, or even heal you. Don't rely on the healing one though, she seems to do it sporadically rather than when you most need it. Great Greed isn't my favourite sounding RPG on the system. The music is rather formulaic and repeated in really short loops, and shrill doesn't even begin to describe it. When taking screenshots for the book, I made the mistake of emulating this while wearing my high-end stereo headphones and nearly deafened myself. Dogs in the street were howling, seriously. The sound effects are unoriginal as well and not rendered particularly impressively. It all fills a silence, sure, but nothing more than that. There are certainly no earworms that you'll find yourself humming a few days later. Graphically, like I say, the game falls on the positive side of decent, but it's not in the same league as Final Fantasy Legend 2 or Link's Awakening, or even Roland's Curse. However, the storyline is spiced with enough interesting little morsels as to compel you through it all, and there are multiple endings to see, which was kind of unusual for the time. A very rare RPG here that almost nobody seems to know about, and probably wasn't talked about much in 1992, never mind now, and that's not really fair. I wouldn't necessarily say great greed, perhaps pretty good greed would be more accurate. Try it out, but don't pay a fortune.